This track record belongs to a hedge fund that managed $14 billion in assets. For nearly 3 decades, it delivered an average annual return of 21%. Every column on this chart represents a year of profit. There is not a single negative year. That streak survived the 1987 Black Monday crash, the extreme volatility of the 1990s, and the moment the technology sector plummeted during the dot-com bubble. Standard financial reality suggests this is impossible. Heavily backed institutions, armed with armies of PhDs and supercomputers, routinely lose capital and suffer massive drawdowns during these exact macroeconomic events. Maintaining a zero-loss record over almost 30 years defies traditional financial models. To understand how he constructed this system, we must look at the architect who designed it. Bruce Kovner was a brilliant political science student who earned a scholarship to Harvard, but he walked away from academia before finishing his PhD. By 1977, he was 32 years old and driving a yellow taxicab through the streets of Manhattan just to pay his rent. Kovner developed his protocols for institutional risk management behind the steering wheel of that taxicab. Kovner treated his downtime behind the wheel as a self-funded fellowship. Parked under street lamps between fares, he devoured books on global macroeconomics and market psychology. Eventually, he put his study to the test. He took out a $3,000 cash advance against his MasterCard and placed a reckless bet on soybean futures. This chart tracks his first trade. The borrowed stake began a vertical climb, reaching $40,000 in profit. Then the market reversed. The account plummeted to $23,000 before he closed the position, handing $17,000 back. Kovner ignored the net profit. The agony of that uncontrolled drawdown destroyed his gambler's mindset and forced him to build a methodology to protect his capital. He forged 5 unbreakable laws of risk from the pain of that first trade. Law 1. Know your exit before you enter. Entering a trade without a strict stop-loss is an emotional failure. Knowing exactly where you will get out is the mathematical proof of discipline. Law 2. Size is a function of risk. Your trade size must be dictated entirely by the maximum amount you can afford to lose, fully divorcing the math from your personal confidence. Law 3. Study the fundamentals, trade the technicals. Fundamental research forms your thesis, but technical price action tells the real-time truth. A trader who ignores charts is a doctor who ignores a patient's temperature. Law 4. Respect the unknown. After underestimating political risk during the 1998 Russian financial crisis, Kovner learned to adapt immediately when the market proves a thesis wrong. Law 5. The uncertainty principle. Heavily watched market patterns become unreliable because they are crowded. The cleanest data signals come from quiet, overlooked setups. These 5 laws provided a structured operational framework that carried his fund through 28 years of volatility without a net loss. Kovner scaled his fund to $14 billion and retired with a personal net worth of $8.5 billion. This wealth allowed him to build a legacy beyond the markets, becoming a $60 million patron of the Juilliard School and the arts. Kovner's true breakthrough was architectural. He weaponized the in-between moments of his life. Identify your own taxicab, the commute, the lunch break, or the idle hour. You can apply his framework of obsessive self-education and risk assessment to your own goals starting today. The world is currently paying you with idle time. What are you going to build with it?